Hey guys, welcome to 3 years and 1 month on T, and pardon me. Wow, you know, it's been a journey, and I'll tell you first of all, I am totally happy with myself. When I look in the mirror, I finally see the person on the outside that's always been on the inside, and it's just so gratifying. I just feel so privileged that medicine has gone the way it has to help people with gender identity and changed for them to match what's going on with them, for everything to be in unison. And I am so thankful. I really am. Words just cannot explain how I feel. So I'll just go into some updates. You know, the knuckle hair and the toe hair is really starting to get thicker. I don't really notice any more thickness on my belly or chest. Well, actually, yes, I do. Up in here, I've got straggly hair starting. So that might fill in more and more. Like I said, as far as hair is concerned, as you mature, it just gets thicker and thicker. And so some guys are very privileged where they had a lot of hair right from the beginning and won't notice the changes as much. And then you got someone like me who got sick and lost all their hair on a medication, and now I'm starting over again, and it's been amazing, and I'm loving my hair back. It's not as thick as I'd like, but it's definitely long enough. I mean, I got 2-inch long hairs on my legs, and I do not understand that. But anyway, Tony tells me that the back hair is all coming back in and growing. The stash is doing okay. It's doing okay. I saw my, well, let's finish physical changes. So I have faced my anxiety in the gym, and I have accepted what was causing me some anxiety, and I changed that by not wearing a packer. I do wear big shorts, and I do consciously adjust myself on certain machines when I'm sitting at an angle or something. I do put the towel over my lap if I can. So I'm doing okay in that way. Because I have the opportunity to go during the day, the crowd isn't as big, and that's another anxiety issue I have with crowds. I've always been basically that way, but it's gotten really worse since I've been retired. So everything's working out. I'm doing a simple routine. I'm doing a full circuit routine, 3 sets of 10. My last 2 sets, I do up the weight, and I have upped it by 20 pounds. So basically what I do is I'll up the weight the second set, and then I'll do that weight for the second and third set. I don't up another 20. So I'm doing a 20-minute cardio afterwards, after the workout. Now, the reason why we do the cardio afterwards is because when you do the cardio in the beginning, your body seems to fatigue out, and so you don't get a good strength training. To me, honestly, through all my research, through all the experts that I've watched, strength training is more beneficial for your body. It's like you see people on a bike or the treadmill for an hour, and they burn 300 to 600 calories, and they go home and they're famished and they're tired and exhausted, and they probably eat that. But you know, I've learned that it's not calories in and calories out, but I'm just saying the mentality of people, that's what they think. That's what they go, man, I just busted my ass an hour, and look, I'm already going to blow it. But it's all about nutrition and what you put into your body, bottom line. Tony and I, when we started juicing and started changing our diet by cutting out flour and cutting down the dairy. We don't drink milk at all anymore. We do have a little bit of half and half in our coffee. When I want a sweet coffee, I'll have some half and half. Otherwise, I can drink a black. I don't drink a lot of coffee, so I can say that we've cut down on the coffee. But we did cut out the flour, and I haven't had any migraines. But by doing that and adding juicing, and that's not every meal juicing, that's once a day juicing, and we drink probably 4 cups. Is it 4 cups? Yeah, 2 cups of juice a day. And we would like to do more, but our juicer wasn't the best, so we just ordered a better juicer that should last us a long time. It has a 10-year warranty on it. So anyway, by doing that, Tony, for example, was 152, I think, or something like that. She's down to 135, and that's not neglecting. That's not restricting our diet. The only thing we do is avoid certain foods, but I mean, we've used almond meal, rice meal. There's other things that we've used if we want something, but our palate has changed, and so we eat cleaner. I make soups. We still do our barbecue meat, and I still grill vegetables on the grill. We don't eat a lot of potatoes anymore. I just haven't had the taste for them, and but we do eat yams. Not really sweet potatoes either. So when we want to starch or something like that, we'll eat a yam. Once in a while we have some quinoa, I think it's what it's called, quinoa, whatever it's called, as a grain with our meal. But usually it's just vegetables and not always meat. Sometimes we just crave the vegetables. So, I've dropped 20 pounds. She's dropped 20 pounds. She's actually really getting thin, so I told her to eat more. She goes, I am eating more, but she's always been that way. Once she cuts out the junk food or the processed food, her body just tends to get right slim and just function really good for her. So I'm still whacking away at it. I don't trip on my weight. I don't think about it. I don't worry about it. I do weigh in weekly. The only reason why I weigh in weekly is just for my mental to know where I'm at. Especially over the holidays, I did gain 3 pounds, and it helped me get right back on track with knocking out the refined sugars. And I knew in my mind I wasn't going to keep partaking in them because that was just family desserts, and ate some canned hams with the marshmallow on top that my mom does. And I told her I'm going to do a fresh yam dish next year, and I'm also going to do a green bean dish without the cream of mushroom soup. Try some different things. If the family don't like it, they don't like it. Tony and I take it home for leftovers. It's totally fine with me. I also I haven't partaken of the Cool Whip in about 3 or 4 years now, because the hydrogenated, it's just oil. I do use heavy cream, whipping cream, and make a whipping cream for the desserts that way. We do try to substitute as much as we can with as natural as we can. So we're still learning, but you know what? Everyone keeps telling me I look better. I know on some of the videos, when I was saying, "Are you tired of being sick?" I think that one I looked really like sick or something, but no, I'm not sick. I have battled some fatigue the last week, and basically I think that's just about me going back to the gym. I've gone to the horses this week, out in the cold, out in the wet, and it's like yesterday and today I'm totally beat, but I'll push around the house and do some things, and if I get to the gym, I get to the gym. I should be going today, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm not tripping on that because I haven't really had any energy. And our juicer broke, so we haven't done juicing this week, and that could really maybe add a lot to it. The body's, I'm eating salads, but I don't think it like I said, juicing takes it right to the bloodstream, and I can feel the difference if that's it. I think it is, because I really do miss juicing. I miss the flavor of my juices. It's really weird. And I'll use my juices as the base to a protein drink when I need more protein. I bought some hemp protein, and I like that. And I put spirulina in it just for extra chlorophyll. You can't go wrong with that. So anyway, I'm going to the gym. My muscles, I just am amazed. My chest is really starting to fan out. My pec muscles are as wide as my hands right now. And when I would tighten them before, it just bunched up right here, but they're starting to expand down, and it's really cool. I'll show them a little bit later when I'm a little bit more pronounced and defined. But I'm enjoying it. I love strength training. It's just I've never pushed myself, and I'm just learning to do that in all aspects of my life. So yeah, I've had a lot of interesting talks with people about transition. We've had a couple young people come to our support group, about 14 years old to 17 years old, and the 14-year-old has really taken a liking to me and asking me a lot of questions, and I'm doing the best I can, and I'm referring them out the best I can. You know, I've told him, you know, he asked me about blockers, and I said, you're the first young person in our group that's going to be experiencing this, so you're going to teach us. And so there's things I can't answer, but we have referenced them to the bigger community, which is the Gay and Lesbian in LA Center. They deal with all kinds of youth in all aspects, gender identity and sexual orientation. So that's been on my plate lately. You know, the mother of the child is, or the youth is, been contacting me and asking questions. So I've just been referencing and trying to send links, you know. So that's what's really going on. You know, just growing into my body and working on getting me healthy. I do have a consultation with Dr. Crane in San Francisco. He's actually, I think, in Green Bay, the outskirts of San Francisco, but at the end of February. And I found out from two of the surgeons that I've recently had surgeries by, they use the same inner stitch kind of stitch, and that's what caused my body to react to the stitches. So I was what was it? I just went blank. Well, they did tell me there was different ways of doing it, so the doctor wouldn't have to use necessarily the Vicryl, in which they both used. So I've just been doing research. There's not a whole, once you go to all the links, there's nothing else out there. I'm in the support groups, but a lot of them talk about the foreign doctors, and there's not a whole lot about local doctors. And so I'm just kind of, you know, kind of stalemate with it, but I'm still searching. I'm still listening to guys on YouTube, guys who've had the meta and guys who've had phalloplasty. To me, the guys I listened to with the meta, well, they've had the same kind of complications as the phalloplasty. And I'll tell you, the phalloplasties are looking better and better. Doctors are really learning how to form that. The only difference is the phalloplasty isn't a muscle, so it'll never grow or get erect like a cis man's penis. But you know what? It doesn't matter. What matters is whatever you do is what you need to do for yourself. For example, if your number one concern is standing to pee, then you do whatever's necessary so that you can stand and pee. If you second guess yourself and settle, you may regret that, and so therefore dysphoria is still going to be there. So take time with any decisions you make in your life and make sure they're the ones you want. And if you're impatient, understand that there's repercussions of being impatient. So really, I'm the same way. I tend to rush things because, oh my God, now we can have surgery that insurance is going to pay for it. And I've taken a step back going, whoa, now I need to know what's good for me, how my body heals, you know, what I want out of the surgery, what my expectations are, and have the doctor straight out tell me, well, your expectations are too high, or that's what we want, but it's not always what happens, da 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 da. So I've just been doing a lot of research and looking out for myself. My health has changed because I want to be healthy. Number one, it has not, I mean, I started this because of the surgery, but the main priority is I want to be healthy. I'm tired of being tired like I am. I'm tired of my hormones being inconsistent. My testosterone levels are still inconsistent. For some reason, my body doesn't absorb testosterone for very long, which could not have nothing to do with the testosterone. It could have to do with cortisol levels, my thyroid. I mean, there's so many things involved. So I just keep plugging along one day at a time, like I'm always preaching to you guys. And I'm just trying to get better and better as a human being, being self-conscious of treating people with respect. And, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. So if I get froggy and decide to do a video later or more on nutrition and physical exercise, I will. But otherwise, I'll see you next month. So take it one day at a time. Always make your journey as simple as possible. We'll see you later, guys.